The Maxus Manufacturing Company manufactures and sells pencils. Currently, 5 million units are sold per year at a selling price of $0.5 per unit. Fixed costs are $900,000 per year and the variable costs are $0.3 per unit. Find out the following. A. What is the present operating income for a year? And B. What is the present break-even point in revenues? So let's consider this facility as the manufacturing facility for the Maxus Manufacturing Company, where it is manufacturing pencils. Now, the supplier who is manufacturing the pencils is selling to the customers. So this customer represents various customers to whom the pencils are being sold. So currently, Maxus Manufacturing is selling 5 million units of pencils per year to the customers. So from here, the pencils are moving towards the customers, and that is 5 million units per year. And this is being sold at a selling price of $0.5 per unit. So the customers are giving back a selling price of $0.5 per unit. So here small p represents the unit selling price, which in this case is $0.5 per unit. Now Maxus Manufacturing has this facility for which it has incurred some fixed cost. The fixed cost is $900,000 per year. So, this may be a leased facility for which Maxus Manufacturing is paying the owner an amount of $900,000 per year. And the variable cost of manufacturing each pencil in this facility is given to us as $0.3 per unit. So the variable cost is $0.3 per unit. This is the fixed cost. So with this information, first we have to find out what is the present operating income for a year. So we know how many units are being sold and at what price per unit. We also know what is the fixed cost and the variable cost per unit. So with this information, we have to find out how much is the operating income for Maxus Manufacturing Company. Second, we have to find out what is the present break-even point in terms of revenues. So basically, we have to find out how much revenue should the company Maxus Manufacturing earn in order to recover all its costs, thereby making it a break-even point. So let's find out these details. So here the information given to us is the number of units sold is 5 million per year. The unit selling price is $0.5 per unit. The fixed cost is $900,000 per year, and the unit variable cost is $0.3 per unit. And we have to first find out the operating income. Now, operating income is nothing but profit, and we know that profit in its simplest terms is equal to the selling price minus the cost price. Here selling price represents the total revenue and cost price represents the total cost. So operating income is total revenue minus the total cost. So this is equal to, now total revenue is equal to the amount in dollars which the supplier, that is the Maxus Manufacturing Company, is receiving from the customers. So that will be equal to the total number of units sold multiplied by the selling price of each unit. So total revenue will be equal to 5 million multiplied by 0.5. Now total cost is equal to the fixed cost plus the variable cost. Fixed cost is given to us as $900,000 plus the variable cost. Now variable cost is equal to the total number of units sold multiplied by the unit variable cost. So we have 5 million multiplied by 0.3. So this is equal to 2.5 million minus 900,000 plus 1.5 million. So this is equal to 2.5 million minus 2.4 million. So this is equal to $100,000, and this is in terms of per year. So currently the operating income for Maxus Manufacturing Company is $100,000 per year. So this is the first part of the problem. The second part is to find out the break-even point. In terms of revenues. Now, what is break-even point? So break-even point is the point where you have recovered all your costs, or in other terms, where the total revenue is equal to the total cost. Now, total revenue is the multiplication of the number of units sold and the unit selling price, and total cost is the addition of fixed cost and the variable cost. So this is Q multiplied by P is equal to fixed cost is fixed cost plus variable cost is again the units sold multiplied by the unit variable cost. So let's bring Q on the same side of the equation. So Q into bracket P minus C is equal to F, or Q is equal to F divided by P minus C. Now this Q is the number of units sold. So the break-even point in terms of number of units sold is the fixed cost divided by the unit selling price minus the unit variable cost. Now if we have to get the break-even point in terms of revenue, what we'll do is we'll multiply this with the unit selling price. So Q multiplied by P is equal to F multiplied by small p divided by P minus C. So this is the formula. So let's now find out the break-even point in terms of revenue. So break-even point in terms of revenue is equal to fixed cost multiplied by the unit selling price divided by unit selling price minus the unit variable cost. Fixed cost is equal to $900,000 per year. So 900,000 multiplied by The unit selling price is $0.5 per unit. So 0.5 divided by, again, unit selling price is 0.5 minus C, which is the unit variable cost, which is given to us as $0.3 per unit. So 0.3. So 900,000 multiplied by 0.5 is 450,000, and 0.5 minus 0.3 is 0.2. So we can remove this decimal and put up 0 here, and 2 2s are 4, then 2s are 4 again, and 1 carry over, 2 5s are 10, 0 0 0 0. So this is equal to $2.25 million. So once the company, Maxus Manufacturing Company, makes a revenue of 2.25 million, at that point it has recovered all its cost. Now again, since the fixed cost is in terms of year, basically this much amount or this much revenue has to be made per year. Now currently, what is the company making in terms of revenue? So currently it is making 5 million multiplied by 0.5, which is 2.5 million. So definitely it has surpassed the break-even point and has started making profits.